So the city of San Diego is set to receive $40 million in much-needed infrastructure funding. The big question is, how will that money be spent? iNewsSource reports that Mayor Todd Gloria wants the city to make improvements in neighborhoods he considers historically neglected. Here to talk more about this is iNewsSource editor Mary Plummer. Mary, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
So $40 million for road repairs. I mean, that money sounds like a lot, but when you consider all the problems that we have and the roads all look over the entire county here, it might not be that much, especially when we look at a project like the roads in front of our streets, our neighborhoods, and you find out how much it costs to just fix up some crumbling concrete. It adds up quickly here, right?
That's exactly right. I mean, these infrastructure projects are incredibly expensive. Mayor Todd Gloria, infrastructure has really been a priority for him. It's something that he campaigned on back when he was running for mayor. And now he is pledging to take a more equitable approach. The goal here, as you mentioned, is to target neighborhoods that have been historically neglected. What happened is city council members submitted lists of roads in their districts to be considered for these repairs. And our reporter, Anissa Durham, did some analysis on the requests and found that it totaled more than 40 miles of road repairs. And, the cost of fixing these roads could quickly exceed that 40 million if the repairs are significant.
So you're given 40 million, but then you're finding problems that are, I don't know, double, triple, whatever that number is. How is that going to work? How is it going to work if the costs exceed the available funding? How are they going to deal with that?
Part of the challenge here is that these infrastructure repairs become more expensive the longer you defer them. And that certainly is the case with our streets here in San Diego. It's cheaper to fix, cracks and potholes, but many roads in San Diego need a lot more work than that. A city spokesperson told us that it costs about $780,000 a mile to repave an asphalt street.
Wow.
Concrete is even more expensive. And then get this, complete reconstruction, even higher than that, averages $6 million a mile. So when those repairs are complex, it does get quite expensive to get the roads back in better shape.
Well, I know you guys spoke with residents in Logan Heights for this story. What sort of issues are they dealing with in that part of the county?
So in Logan Heights, they told us that the city has not always been responsive when they report potholes and other problems. We also spoke to business owners who said that the streets are so bad that they're impacting customer safety. One business owner explained that customers routinely park in the median near his cafe because there's nowhere else to park. And he pointed out that that causes all sorts of problems, including making it difficult for emergency vehicles to pass through. But Eric, it's certainly worth mentioning that you can find these serious road issues, all over San Diego. Even some roads in La Jolla are in bad needs of repairs. If you've spent any time living in San Diego, I'm sure you've experienced these sort of problems yourself. They're just kind of throughout the city, sprinkled, in some areas more than others, but it's hard to avoid them.
I know city officials have said, look, we're going to look further into this. We're going to assess the city's streets even deeper. What does the timeline look like on this before we're going to start seeing these crews out here addressing these problems?
So the first step is figuring out exactly how this 40 million will be spent. In addition to that, by the end of next year, they're going to update their assessment of San Diego's streets. That has not been done in a few years. It's behind schedule. And this road survey itself is quite expensive, costs about $700,000. It will rate each street in the city, determining whether it's in poor, fair, or good condition. And this will give the city a lot more information on what exactly the problem areas are, and will help them determine, where to spend that money going forward.
A $700,000 survey. Wow, that's an expensive one. All right, we know your team is on it, Mary. Where can people learn the latest on what you guys are up to over there?
Our website is inewssource.org. We cover infrastructure and lots of other issues across the county.
You guys stay on it, that's for sure. All right, Mary, thanks a lot for your time. Really appreciate it this morning. Have a good one.
Absolutely. Thank you.